Hey, welcome to Digging into the Bible. My name is Jim Barnard. This is a production of Tiller Coaching. All right, it's day 63, and we have Paul finally arriving in Jerusalem, which is obviously going to be a dangerous thing for him. Let's go ahead and see what happens there. With that as the backdrop, let's go ahead and dig in. This is Acts chapter 21, starting at verse 17. When we had come to Jerusalem, the brothers received us gladly. On the following day, Paul went in with us to James, and all the elders were present. After greeting them, he related one by one the things that God had done among the Gentiles through his ministry. And when they heard it, they glorified God. And they said to him, "You see, brother, how many thousands there are among the Jews of those who have believed. They are all zealous for the law. And they have been told about you that you reach all the Jews who are among the Gentiles to forsake Moses, to telling them not to circumcise their children or walk according to our customs. What then is to be done? They will certainly hear that you have come. Do therefore what we tell you. We have 4 men who are under a vow. Take these men and purify yourself along with them, and pay their expenses so that they may shave their heads. Thus all will know that there is nothing in what they have been told about you, but that you yourself live in observance of the law. But as for the Gentiles who have believed, we have sent a letter with our judgment that they should abstain from what has been sacrificed to idols, and from blood, and from what has been strangled, and from sexual immorality." Then Paul took the men, and the next day he purified himself along with them, and went into the temple, giving notice when the days of purification would be fulfilled, and the offering presented for each one of them. Okay, so first of all, there's a lot of Jameses up in here. Yesterday I talked about a James being killed in Jerusalem, and that's absolutely true. That is James, the brother of John. Now, this particular James that we're talking about today, who is the leader of the way, leader of the church here in Jerusalem, he is the brother of Jesus. And just for clarity's sake, this James right here is the brother of Jeff. Just so we know, we're going to identify all these Jameses based on who their brother is. Okay, whatever. I think we're cool enough. We can stand for ourselves, but that's fine. Anyways, so this particular James, the brother of Jesus, he is a wholly devoted disciple of Jesus as Christ. Now, let's be honest. He wasn't a disciple of Jesus as his brother. He really, I think, struggled to believe this narrative of Jesus as the Messiah, as the Christ. But he is all in, and you can tell that there's been a lot of strife in Jerusalem. There's 4 types of people that we've encountered here in Acts. There's non-believing Jews, there's believing Jews, there's non-believing Gentiles, and then there's believing Gentiles. And these 2 believing types are all considered Christians, but they have different customs and different backgrounds and traditions. And so there's obviously a lot of conflict here. The non-believing Jews are telling the believing Jews this narrative about you, Paul, and how you have totally turned away from the Jewish faith and customs. And we know that that's not true. We know that you have made yourself a Jew to win the Jews, that you have not preached, to go against the law. There's nothing that says you can't be a Christian and also carry forward these Jewish traditions. And so you can tell there's just a lot of strife. They've had to pass around to the believing Gentiles this letter of that the council had made before of, how do we maintain fellowship with the believing Jews? Well, don't do these few things, as far as, eating food and blood and, sexual immorality. If you can stay pure enough, we can have fellowship between the 2 different types of Christians that we have. And so I said yesterday we'll answer the question of why Paul has come. I think Paul has come to do 2 things. One, clear the air about who he is and what he believes, but more importantly, to do an unbelievable solid for the way. I think this division is growing, and it's becoming a bigger and bigger problem. And Paul is doing the right thing to come and address it, and he is absolutely going to have the chance to address it. the danger part hasn't quite happened yet. We're going to see that over the next few days. But Paul's going to make it very clear, that he's for Jesus, and that doesn't matter the background. That doesn't matter the tradition. It's about Jesus. So with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow as we continue on in Jerusalem in Acts chapter 21. I will see you then.